You are losing something right now. Every minute you spend trying to make everyone else happy, you are losing a part of yourself. You are draining your potential, your energy, and your future, all while you smile and say yes to things that your soul is screaming no to. There is a hard truth that we need to face immediately before you waste another second of your life. Your kindness is hurting you. That smile you force on your face, that constant availability, and that inability to disappoint anyone are not making you a better person. It is making you a weaker version of yourself. It is a slow way of fading away where you give up your purpose just to be liked. You are trading your future for a short moment of approval that vanishes the second you leave the room. You think you are being good. You were taught as a child that being good means being obedient, being quiet, and putting everyone else first. But let me tell you what no one had the courage to say. Goodness without limits is not a virtue. It is self-destruction. You are exhausted. Maybe you do not even know why, but you feel it deep down. You feel like you are always carrying a heavy weight, as if it were your duty to keep everything perfect for everyone around you. You walk through life on eggshells, scared that if you make one mistake or say one wrong thing, the people you love will walk away. But listen to me. That tiredness you feel is not the result of being a good person. That is the result of betraying yourself. We need to break a myth right now. The idea that being nice is the same as being kind is false. They are not the same. Being nice is often a mask. It is a way to survive. It is a form of control. When you are nice because you are afraid of what will happen if you are not, that isn't kindness. That is fear. It is a deal where you say you will hide your needs and let people walk over you as long as they promise not to leave or criticize you. But life does not work that way. The world does not reward the person who acts like a doormat. The world simply wipes its feet on them. Have you noticed how a candle burns itself out while trying to give light to others? Some people in your life are only there when they need warmth, but they offer nothing back. You give them your time, your focus, and your heart, and in the end, you are left empty, staring at the ceiling at midnight, wondering why you feel so hollow. It is because you are pouring from a cup that has a hole in the bottom. You cannot keep giving to people who only take. You cannot keep connecting with those who leave you empty. Life is too short to spend it on people who do not respect or return your energy. And here is the hardest thing to accept. You are doing this to yourself. You are the one teaching people how to treat you. Every time you say yes when you want to say no, you are training them to ignore your limits. You are teaching them that your time has no value and that your feelings come second. You are teaching them that you are an option rather than a priority. Once you show someone that you are always available without any conditions, they will never value you. Think about diamonds. Why are they so expensive? It is not just because they are pretty, it is because they are rare. If diamonds were as common as rocks on the ground, no one would care about them. This is the law of scarcity. People only value what is limited. They value what they cannot easily get. But you have made yourself as common as a rock. You are always there. You answer the phone instantly. You drop your plans the moment someone calls. You apologize for things that are not even your fault. You have made your presence cheap. Then you wonder why people do not treat you like a treasure. If you want respect, you must stop being so easy to reach. You must stop being so nice because people do not respect what is given for free. They respect what is earned. Let us look at the psychology of this because it is about more than just bad habits. It is about your soul. Carl Jung, a famous psychologist, spoke about the mask we wear to fit into society. It is the version of you that smiles when you are angry and agrees when you actually disagree. It is the good kid you were trained to be. But if you start to believe the mask is really you, you lose your true self. You have become so good at playing the role of a people pleaser that you have forgotten who is underneath. You do not even know what you want anymore. If someone asks what you want to eat or do, you freeze. You look for the answer in their eyes because you have turned yourself into a mirror reflecting what everyone else wants. You have erased yourself. Every time you hide your anger to keep the peace or swallow your truth to avoid a fight, you are not creating peace. You are burying a landmine. You are building up bitterness that will eventually explode. Peace built on silence is not real. It is a ticking bomb. You think you are avoiding trouble, but you are actually fighting a war against yourself. You are tearing yourself apart just to make sure everyone else is comfortable. And why? To be liked. Approval is like a drug. You need more and more of it just to feel okay. You are addicted to the praise of others. You have given the keys to your happiness to people who cannot even manage their own lives. You are letting their moods decide if you are stable. If they smile, you feel safe. If they frown, you panic. You are a puppet and they are pulling the strings. But the moment you stop reacting, everything changes. Imagine if you stopped explaining yourself. Imagine if you stopped apologizing for existing. Imagine if when someone tried to make you feel guilty, you did not break. You did not get angry or defend yourself. You just stayed still. There is a power in silence that you have never used because you are too busy filling the air with nervous words. When someone is disrespectful or testing your limits, your instinct is to fix it or explain why you cannot do what they want. Stop doing that. Use the silent stare. When someone crosses a line, just look at them. Do not blink or smile. Just look for 5 seconds. You will feel the tension grow, but that tension is your power returning. That silence says more than 1,000 words. It says that you see what they are doing and you are not playing along. Manipulators and people who drain your energy feed on your reaction. They need you to get upset or apologize because it proves they have control. When you give them nothing but silence, you starve them. You force them to face their own behavior. You might be afraid that if you stop pleasing them, they will leave. Some of them will, and they should. People who only love you when you are useful are not friends. They are parasites. The only way to find out who is real is to stop being a doormat. When you set a boundary, the people who used you will get angry. They will call you selfish. Let them. That anger is just the sound of them losing control over you. Being a good person in this way is making you weak. Machiavelli understood that a person who tries to be perfectly good in every situation will be destroyed by those who are not good. This does not mean you become mean or a villain. It means you become effective. It means you become someone who earns respect, not just pity. There is a type of confidence where nothing shakes you or controls you. It happens when you stop reacting to everything. Most people react to every criticism or rejection, and every reaction wastes their power. When you learn to react to nothing, you become untouchable. Powerful people move with purpose. They speak less, but their words matter. They do not ask for permission to exist. They live as if they need nothing from you, not your money, your love, or your approval. Ironically, that is why people are drawn to them. We respect those who are whole on their own. You are currently giving until it hurts, putting others' needs above your own survival. This is a sickness of the spirit. You think you are walking through fire for your friends, but you are burning yourself alive for people who would not even light a match for you. You have no standards. You call anyone who is nice a friend and feel you owe them everything. That is not friendship, it is desperation. You need to start asking what is in it for you. I know that sounds selfish, but looking out for yourself is a necessity. If you do not prioritize your own life, who will? You must put on your own oxygen mask first, or you will suffocate. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Right now, your cup is dry and cracked. You are running on fear. You have to kill the need for approval. You have to face the fear that people won't love you if you say no. Approval that is bought with obedience is worthless. True respect comes from having a spine. People-pleasing is a lie you tell to control a room so you do not feel the pain of being rejected. But rejection is actually protection. It is the world telling you that a situation is not for you. When you twist yourself into shapes to avoid rejection, you delay your own destiny. Stop explaining your choices. You do not owe anyone a long speech to justify your life. No is a complete sentence. I don't want to is a valid reason. When you over-explain, you show that you are insecure and that you need their permission. Reclaim your territory. Your life is your house, and your energy is your private space. Right now, you have left the door wide open for anyone to walk in and leave a mess while you ask if they need a pillow. Kick them out and lock the door. Boundaries are gates that let you decide who enters. It is time to find the part of you that has teeth, the part that can say no and fight for itself. A harmless person is not a good person. They are just weak. A person who is capable of being strong but chooses to be kind is the one who has true virtue. Stop waiting for permission to be yourself. No one is going to save you but you. Wake up from the dream that the world will be fair if you are just nice enough. The world reflects what you believe about yourself. If you act like a doormat, you will be stepped on. This change will hurt. When you start setting limits, you will feel guilty. That guilt is not your heart telling you that you are bad. It is just your old training. You have to sit through that discomfort until it burns away the mask. Stop reacting and start leading. Most people live in reaction mode, responding to every text and every emergency. When you are reactive, you are a follower. When you pause and decide not to respond immediately, you take the lead. Become comfortable with the silence and the space between you and others. You have spent your life trying to be close to everyone because you are afraid of being alone, but solitude is where you find yourself. You cannot hear your own voice if you are constantly listening to the demands of everyone else. This is the process of becoming an individual and standing on your own feet. It is a lonely path at first because people will get confused when you stop playing the role they gave you. Let them go. You are watering dead plants and hoping they will grow. Let the dead relationships end so your real life can begin. Stop spending your energy on people who do not matter. This is your wake-up call. You have made yourself small so others can feel big, and you have apologized enough. The world needs people who are real and have boundaries. When you stop being so available, everything changes. People start to lean in. When you respect yourself, the world follows. You have to be willing to be the villain in someone else's story so you can be the hero in your own. This is an act of war against your own weakness. You are burning the manual that told people how to use you. Master the silence. Master the no. Treat your time like a treasure. You are not a resource for others to consume. You are a human being. Start treating your life like a place where not everyone is invited. Fire the extras who cause drama and become the person you were meant to be. The smartest way to deal with toxic people is to make them irrelevant. You should not just cut them off physically, but also cut them off energetically. Toxic people feed on your reactions. They are addicted to your emotional response. When they upset you and you get angry, you have just paid them. When they make you feel guilty and you apologize, you have just paid them. When they ignore you and you chase after them, you have just paid them. You are funding their bad behavior with your own soul. You must become like a gray rock. You must become so uninteresting, so unresponsive, and so detached from their drama that they have nothing to feed on. When they try to push your buttons, and they will, you do not fight back. You do not defend yourself or explain. You treat their outbursts like bad weather. It might be unpleasant, but it has nothing to do with you personally. You let their words hang in the air, unmatched by your energy. You will see them panic. They will try harder to get a rise out of you because a parasite panics when the host stops bleeding. But if you hold the line and refuse to react, they will eventually fade away and move on to an easier target. This level of detachment requires you to face the fear of rejection. This fear is the cage you have lived in for decades. You think rejection is a death sentence or a sign that you are worthless, but you need to change how you see it. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of your compatibility. In fact, rejection is often a form of protection. It is the universe slamming a door in your face because there is a drop-off behind it. When you try to force that door open with your people-pleasing, you are forcing yourself into rooms where you will be suffocated. Rejection clears the path for the people who actually belong in your life. If you are accepted by everyone, you are effectively standing for nothing. You are like a chameleon, changing your colors to match the background, which means no one ever sees the real you. You cannot be loved if you are not known, and you cannot be known if you are always hiding behind a mask of agreeableness. Let people reject the mask. Let them reject the nice persona. Only then can the real you emerge to be seen by the people who are looking for you, not for a servant. You have to understand the difference between being needed and being valued. It feels good to be needed. It feeds the ego and makes you feel important. But being needed is often a trap. A hammer is needed, but it is kept in a dark box until there is a nail to hit, and then it is put back. It is not cherished, it is used. You want to be valued. Value comes from who you are, not just what you do. Value is respected even when you are doing nothing. If your relationships fall apart the moment you stop being useful, you were never in a relationship. You were in a service contract, and it is time to quit. You must embrace both the fox and the lion. Machiavelli taught that a leader must be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to scare away wolves. You have been a sheep. You have walked blindly into traps because you didn't want to be suspicious, and you have been eaten by wolves because you were afraid to show your teeth. This ends now. You need the cunning of the fox to see when someone is using flattery or guilt to use you. And you need the presence of the lion to show that while you prefer peace, you are capable of war. A harmless person is not virtuous. A harmless person is just a victim waiting to happen. Virtue is having the power to act dangerously, but keeping it under your own control. You need to accept your capacity for aggression. You need to know that you could hurt someone's feelings, you could ruin the mood, or you could walk away and leave them behind. Choosing to be kind instead of doing those things is where your dignity lives. Until you are capable of saying no and meaning it, your yes is worthless. This journey leads you toward becoming your own person. You are separating yourself from the crowd. For years, your identity has been a collection of other people's opinions. You let them pull the strings of your life. Becoming an individual means cutting those strings. It is the moment you realize that you are the only person who has to live your life. When you are at the end of your life, none of the people you tried so hard to please will be there to take your regrets for you. You will carry them alone. So why not carry the weight of your own choices right now? You have to stop asking for permission. You are waiting for someone to tell you it is okay to rest or okay to leave a bad relationship. You are an adult waiting for a parent who isn't coming. You must authorize yourself. You must look in the mirror and sign your own permission slip. The moment you make a decision without asking for approval or over-explaining your reasons is the moment you become a true adult. There is a powerful calm that comes from this. It is the calm of the ocean. The ocean does not apologize for its storms, and it does not ask if you like its depth. It just exists. When you stop rushing to fix everyone's problems, when you stop jumping every time your phone buzzes, and when you stop filling the silence with nervous talk, you tap into that power. You become a person who lives with purpose rather than just reacting. Most people live in reaction mode, like pinballs bouncing off the bumpers of life. Someone insults them, and they bounce. Someone praises them, and they bounce. They have no path of their own, but you are going to stop bouncing. You are going to absorb the impact and keep moving in your own direction. You are going to become the force that moves things rather than being moved. This change will require you to grieve. You will have to grieve for the nice person you used to be, You will have to grieve for the relationships that cannot survive your new boundaries. You will have to grieve for the idea that you can control how others see you. But remember, the caterpillar must completely break down before it can become the butterfly. If you try to save the caterpillar, you kill the butterfly. Your higher self is waiting for you to catch up. There is a version of you that already exists in the future. A version that is confident, respected, and sleeps well at night because they haven't betrayed themselves. This version of you is watching you right now, begging you to let go of the heavy luggage you are dragging. They are begging you to drop the guilt, the fear, and the need to be liked. You are delaying your meeting with this higher self every day you choose to stay small. You think that by saying no, you are being selfish. But let me change that for you. When you say no to things that drain you, you are protecting the asset. You are that asset. If you burn out or become bitter, what good are you to the people you love? You cannot pour from an empty cup, and right now you are trying to pour from a cup that has been dry for years. Self-preservation is not selfishness. It is taking care of what has been given to you. You are the steward of your own life, but you have been doing a poor job by letting everyone else raid your treasury. To make this change permanent, you must begin to live as if you need nothing. This is the ultimate freedom. When you need nothing from others, not their money, not their help, and most importantly, not their validation, you become impossible to handle. You become powerful in the best way. You walk into a room and you are not searching for approval. You are bringing your own. You are not looking for a place to fit in. You are creating your own space. This does not mean you do not want connection. It means you do not need it to survive. It means you relate to people out of desire, not desperation. Paradoxically, the moment you stop needing people, they will want you more. They will be drawn to your self-sufficiency like moths to a flame. In a world of people begging for attention, the leader is the one who has a full table and asks for nothing. You are going to face resistance. The people who benefited from your lack of boundaries will fight to keep you in your old place. They will say you have changed. They will say you are being difficult. Smile at them and let them be wrong about you. Their opinion is none of your business. You are not here to manage how they see you. You are here to manage your own future. It is time to take that silent stare and turn it into a lifestyle. Live in a way where you observe more than you react. Keep your plans close to your chest. Let your energy be a fortress where you only lower the bridge for those who show respect. You have walked through fire to reach this realization, so do not turn back now. The pain of change is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Do not let your life be a monument to other people's expectations. Tear that monument down and build a sanctuary for your own soul. The world is waiting for the real you, not the nice or accommodating version. It wants the real you, the one with edges, the one with fire, and the one with boundaries. Stop being a people pleaser because it is ruining your life. It is time to take your life back. The door is open. Walk through it. Everything you have just heard is not just advice. It is a blueprint for a new way of existing. The shift from being a people pleaser to a person of high value does not happen overnight. It happens in the small moments when you choose to stay silent instead of apologizing. It happens when you stay home because you need rest, even when your friends pressure you to go out. It happens when you look at the person in the mirror and realize that their opinion is the only one that truly matters. You are now equipped with the weapons of silence, boundaries, and self-respect. Use them. The world will try to convince you to go back to being small, but you have already seen the light of your own power. There is no going back once you realize that you were never a sheep, but a lion who simply forgot how to roar. Your life belongs to you. Now go out and live it on your own terms. The work does not end with a realization. It begins with an action. You cannot think your way into a new life. You must act your way into it. Starting today, find one small area where you have been over-explaining and simply stop. Find one person who drains your energy and choose to be less available. Notice the fear that rises up in your chest when you say no, and instead of running away from it, sit with it. That discomfort is the sound of your old chains breaking. You are no longer a person who can be bought with a few kind words or a moment of approval. You are no longer a person who is afraid of the dark parts of their own soul. You have integrated your strength with your kindness, and that makes you a force to be watched. Do not wait for a perfect moment to start setting boundaries. The perfect moment is the one where you feel most afraid to speak up. That is your training ground. That is where the hero is born. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and now you have the permission you were waiting for. Go out and be the person you were always meant to be before the world told you who you should be. The time for being small is over. Your life is waiting for you. This is the end of the road for the person you used to be. You cannot unlearn these truths. From this moment on, every time you say yes when you mean no, you will feel the weight of that lie. Every time you chase someone who doesn't value you, you will feel the drain on your spirit. But you also have the power to change those feelings. You have the choice to stand tall, to stay quiet, and to keep your energy for yourself. Do not look for a sign to start this journey. The exhaustion you feel is the sign. The resentment you carry is the sign. You have spent enough years being a supporting character in everyone else's play. It is time to step into the center of the stage. This path will be difficult, and you will lose people along the way, but what you gain will be worth more than any empty praise. You will gain yourself. You will gain a life that is actually yours. No more masks, no more hiding, and no more begging for a place to belong. You belong to yourself now. The world is indifferent to your struggle, but it is deeply moved by your strength. Go out and show the world what happens when a person finally decides to stop being a doormat and starts being a mountain. Your time starts now. The person you were at the start of this message is not the person you are now. You have been given the truth, and the truth has a way of changing everything. You now know that your niceness was a cage and your silence was a choice. You understand that your value does not come from how much you can do for others, but from the simple fact that you exist. The road ahead will not always be easy. There will be days when the old fear of rejection tries to pull you back into your shell. There will be moments when you want to apologize for things that are not your fault, just to make the tension go away. When those moments come, remember the mountain, remember the lion, remember that you are the owner of your time and the master of your soul. You are no longer living for the applause of people who do not truly see you. You are living for the quiet respect of the person in the mirror. You have reclaimed your treasury. You have sealed the doors. You have found your teeth. Now go out and live a life that is so real, so honest, and so bold that the world has no choice but to stand back and watch you soar. You are finally free.